Videos like these are made possible by viewers like you, who support the channel through Patreon, channel memberships, and stream donations. And don't forget to check out the Bad Weapon Rehabilitation servers at www.badweaponrehab.tf. Check the links in the description for more information, and let's get into the video. I'm an engineer. That means I solve problems. Not problems like which faction is best for the Mojave, because that would fall within the purview of your conundrums of philosophy. I solve practical problems. For instance, how am I going to beat Fallout New Vegas as the engineer from Team Fortress 2? Well, to start off, we gotta go over the rules and stipulations. For the weapons we can use, if you've been watching the series up until this point, you can probably guess that we're gonna be using the same selection of shotguns from the Pyro and Heavy videos, and the same selection of pistols from the Scout video. But that's not all. The engineer also has access to the Thompson 6000, which in TF2 is a horrible gun, but in this game will actually be one of our best early game options as the plasma rifle. Some of you will definitely think that the recharger rifle is the better pick, since both the Thompson and the recharger rifle have infinite ammo, but I think the vibes and other functionalities of the plasma rifle fit the Thompson way better. I thought about it for a while, but couldn't really think of anything that fit the short circuit. The closest thing I could think of was the arc welder, and I think that worked a lot better as the Flog. But I've got a little something in store for the Wrangler. And for melee, I didn't really have much in the way of choices. New Vegas doesn't have any wrench weapons, so I had to go for the Power Fists in place of the Gunslinger. And unlike Heavy, who only used the basic Power Fist, I'll be letting the Engineer use them all. Heavy had his pick of unarmed weapons. I need whatever variety I can get as Engineer. And of course, I can't forget the Engineer Sentry Gun and Dispenser. And luckily for us, there's a companion in New Vegas who functions as both. My man Eddie is the best stand-in for our buildings. Outside of the teleporter, but we'll get there. The best part about Eddie is that we can even upgrade him, not only through doing his personal quest, but also through Lonesome Road's iBot upgrades. So that's what we'll be doing, getting him up to level 3 over the course of our playthrough. And of course for the challenges, we once again have to cripple right arms with shotguns, which is so easy it's not even worth giving any focus, and I once again did it without even trying. We need to kill 15 super mutants with the Power Fist, kill 15 feral ghouls with Benny's pistol, kill Benny with Benny's pistol, and kill the president with any pistol. Also, I started these streams on the day where a certain event happened, so yeah, talking about that particular challenge was a little awkward. And of course, we also have Deathclaw Pro Hunter, where we once again have to kill Deathclaws with a silenced 22 pistol. But something tells me that getting the kills on the Deathclaws won't be the problem here. Anyway, with all that out of the way, it's time to begin. Much like Heavy, this was a surprisingly tough stat spread to dish out. High intelligence is obviously a must-have, and low endurance for the Engineer's low health pool, but where I ended up struggling was strength. The fact that the Engineer can casually carry around a 900-pound piece of heavy-duty mechanical machinery leads me to believe he should be a strength monster. But even after lowering his perception due to his weakness against spies, I only had enough points to bring him up to 7 strength. I couldn't take away from charisma. He's got that southern folksy charm. This will have to do for now. We'll be able to boost his strength later. For my tag skills, I picked science, repair, and more guns. And traits were a bit tricky, but I settled on Hoarder and Skill. Engineer carries a lot of stuff with him, and he does have 11 PhDs, so I bet he's pretty skilled. Luckily, picking guns as a tag skill starts you off with a 9mm pistol, so unlike last time with Demo Man, the tutorial is a breeze. Though I am running surprisingly low on ammo already. Not having a melee weapon until I find a Power Fist is gonna be pretty rough. I got 2 bullets to deal with all these daggum bloat flies. Dang it. After leveling up and expanding my brain, I use all the power my 11 hard science PhDs have brought me to fix Trudy's radio. Yep, I built that. And then of course it's time to help out our good buddy Ringo, who hopefully won't die this time. I'm working on it. Just let me look at your sack first, sir. I need to get a nice look at your sack. Beeping like a sentry. Beating like my son. After all that, I wrangle up a posse, fight off the goons, and Ringo is very grateful for my services. You were grimacing at me. Now it's time to head over to Sloan because I need a change of clothes. and I know just the man for the job. Construction hats are pretty hard to come by, unless your name happens to be Chomps Lewis. Turns out though, they don't call him Chomps for nothing. He's so powerful. It took every bullet I had. What if I do it from point fucking blank? No. Head's not looking too good there, buddy. It ends up taking way more attempts than it should, but with my construction hat and new overalls, I'm basically as good as I'm gonna get for being the engineer, and I prove it on the way once I run into some powder gangers. Yep. Uh-oh. Ow. Oh, I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. See? I still get countered by explosives. I also get countered by rocks. I'm in a rock. I'm trapped. I'm inside of a rock. I can't get out. How did that happen? How did that happen? I am in a rock. There. The engineer used the most powerful computer of them all. The one in the real world. Guys, it's okay. We just used our Eureka effect. We head over to Primm as usual, but we're not just here to humiliate the local convicts like we always do. But we do still do that. On the way down, he pooped himself. We also go and grab the main gimmick of this run, our boy Eddie. And for multiple reasons, Eddie will demonstrate why I basically never use companions in these runs if I can help it. God, it sounds like you're not shooting it. Also, what is this fucking Shaggy Scooby-Doo ass pose you're doing? For now, though, he's a very useful ally against the convicts, though he's not exactly very good at blocking fireballs. Amazingly, Beagle survives this, and we managed to fix up Primm Slim, so now the town has their own sentry gun at their disposal. Can't use while in combat. Your mom is in combat. With my dick! Now that we have Eddie, we're heading north of Goodsprings towards Vegas. I'm going to the RepCon headquarters to find the unique plasma rifle. The Cazadors aren't too bad to deal with, even with my meager munitions, but the Raiders in Bonnie Springs are usually trouble for me. Oh! Oh my god. That could not have gone better. Usually. Make a funny streamer noise. What does end up causing me trouble are all the fire geckos in Nopa Cave. They're kind of overwhelming when you have nothing but pistols and a single shotgun. I see why they call this Nopa Cave, because I should have said Nopa and gotten the fuck out of here. Luckily, Eddie soaks up enough damage that we're able to clear them all out and get a free Fat Man. I can't use it, but I can sell it. Unfortunately, that used up pretty much all of my ammo, so now that I'm going into Fiend territory, I'm relying on whatever ammo I can scrounge up, and mostly Eddie and his lasers. New Vegas is definitely more of a battle Engie game, not so much a turtle Engie one. It's kind of funny how this is probably the only time in history that an engineer has ever run out of pistol ammo. Luckily, I'm able to get some ammo and head further into Fiend territory to— Oh shit, I died! Oh god, when did I quick save last? Oh Jesus Christ, when did I quick save last? Oh no, 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 no. Well, at least considering the area I'm in, a certain someone has a very good reason to almost mistake me for a raider. Anyway, I finally make it to RepCon, and thankfully the robots don't give me any trouble. And with my science skill already maxed out, I'm able to break into the computer and grab the unique plasma rifle, the Q35 matter modulator. This is going to be my early game workhorse, and I'll still get plenty of use out of it throughout the whole game. Can't believe I'm saying that about the Thompson. Their matter's been modulated. Their matter's been modulated. Moo. I am the engineer. Woo! Goo pile. Wait, biker goggles. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, fuck yeah, I did it. I found it. Anyway, if I'm gonna be running out of pistol ammo, I at least want it to be good pistol ammo. And that means it's once again time to go into Honest Hearts. And before you ask, no, this will not be the last time we come here. And boy oh boy, Honest Hearts sure is Honest Hearts again. Well, at least that repairs my, my tenement. I mean, oh no, they're all dead! This is a tragedy! I mean, there's some highlights at least. Follows Chalk keeps getting me into trouble. Why is he still up there? Bro, we gotta move. Okay, are you good? Did you make lots of friends? I feel like you are patronizing me. Yeah. What? Follows Chalk? I was... Alright, fine. I'm down here now. Also, not only do I run into the legendary ghost dog, but also the fabled wall mantis. Oh my god! Yep, obligatory bug jump scare. Hey!
Do you think Engihere got his gunslinger taunt idea after trying out Fisto?
Why did you say that? Why would you imply such a thing? Are you two having fun? You bumping uglies? But yeah, I play around with the local wildlife for a little while, but the time once again comes for me to side with old Joshy boy and commit a genocide. I'm not here to debate on whether or not it's philosophically moral to murder all these people. I'm here to solve practical problems with a gun, and then get a much better gun at the end of this. And hey, for you it wasn't all that long, but for me, spending all of that time without my trusty sentry gun by my side was agony. Now we're heading back through the more traditional early game route to get that hunting shotgun in the irradiated shack. Honestly, at this point I could probably go into Lonesome Road for one, but once I go in there, I kinda want to stick with it. Before that, I stick into some birds, turn in the quest in the area, and kill some less intimidating ghouls than the ones I'm about to fight as I come to a realization. I am realizing that like having a companion may actually make some of these challenges harder. I didn't know how right I was. The ghouls guarding the shotgun are pretty tough and end up giving me a bit of trouble, but I'm able to worm my way inside the shack and grab the gun, immediately putting it to good use on the straggling ghouls and testing my metal against the metal machines around the crashed vertibird. Not only do I have an arsenal of much better weapons now, but I can also head towards Novak, which is great since talking to Old Lady Gibson will begin the first stage of Eddie's quest, allowing me to upgrade him to level 2. There's also a good amount of supplies around here to steal in order to make weapon repair kits. Fuck. Do not perceive me. No, you stay back. You stay back. I'm fast traveling. I'm fast traveling to get away from him. I used my Eureka effect to teleport away from him. Oh, also I bought a Power Fist from Cliff Brosco, so now I don't need to worry about ammo anymore. Thank God. I want to get the materials I need before I start Come Fly With Me so I can get it over with quickly, but Gibson is keeping her materials well guarded. Unless... No. Well, at least I have no qualms about killing this Night Kid with my Power Fist for my challenge. It doesn't matter that they're more sapient than dogs, they're big and ugly. And the same holds true for the Night Kid inside of the test site, and I bring my total killed up to 6. Not bad for a start. The rest of Come Fly With Me goes as you'd expect. Lots of talking. But I do manage to use my superior sciencing to get them closer to their destination, so that's neat. Hey, it's me, Engihere, the, science guy, man! Once all that's done, I do some jobs around Freeside, running into plenty of familiar faces. Black faces. Blackface? Every fucking time. Every fucking time. I don't know why. Then I science my way onto the strip because I want to talk to Michelangelo in order to get his dialogue that will activate the second part of Eddie's quest. Unfortunately, my medicine skill isn't high enough to help him out, even with a comprehension boosted magazine, so since I need to get experience and I need to activate my Wrangler before taking out Benny so the NCR can forgive me, I head to Helios 1 to do the Lucky Old Sun quest. Though my welcome isn't as warm as I had hoped it would be. Why are they shooting me? Oh, they're not shooting me, they're shooting the Legion! They're shooting the Legion! Okay. Whew. Oh, they're Legion assassins! Okay, that makes sense now. Wait a second, they're Legion assassins! Well, once I get in, I have a good chat with a real intellectual like myself, fight off some robots, and turn on the death laser, turning everyone below me into a pile of ashes once I flip that switch. With my first blow dealt to California, the arch enemy of all Texans, I level up and now I can- Oh, fuck! You know, I just remembered? The whole reason I did that quest is so I could level up my fucking medicine! Oh my god, how am I this stupid? Well, it's nothing that a nearby skill book I can steal can't fix. Also, the NCR is grumpy with me. Probably because of the whole orbital laser thing. Whatever. Californians. Ooh, 3 days. 3 days. Bet I can hit it. Hit it. Everyone in chat right now owes me $10. Well, since I'm in the area, I head over to Boulder City to go deal with all that stuff and get in the Khan's good graces so I can use their armor. Hey, you're the one who's going around helping people. Oh my god. He pulled a gun on me. I thought I was about to be mugged, dude. Well, after that tomfoolery, I head back to Michelangelo, accept his quest, and nothing. No new message from Eddie. Apparently, I needed to wait 5 in-game days since my last message. and I think my problem was that I just didn't manage to do that. Well, I still do his quest. I've got this camera in my inventory for the rest of the game now, I may as well use it. And on the way over to the Sunset Sarsaparilla factory, I pay an old friend a visit. Let's see how this goes. Ah, you know what? That's pretty good. Oh, he tanked that. Bro, he's still alive. Not by much, though. Whoosh. Blarg. Damn. I didn't expect him to tank that. With that done, I'm able to take my last pictures, turn in the Fiend Bounty quest, and talk to Hildern after waiting a couple days to make extra sure this works so that I can finally activate the second part of Eddie's quest before I go turn in Michelangelo's photos. I am getting shit done. And since I'm in the process of getting shit done, I head into the tops to deal with Benny, but my low sneak leaves a lot to be desired for my holdout weapons. All I have is my Silence 22 pistol. Using it to assassinate his guards isn't too hard, but Eddie gets the wrong idea and thinks this is an average day at the ATF and just starts shooting everyone on sight, which causes Benny to flee the scene. Listen, Eddie, I know we're Texans, but this isn't Waco, so you just sit here and let me handle things, okay? Okay. Once it's time to actually face Benny himself, things get complicated. I don't know what the deal is, but shooting the gun out of his hands is just straight up not working. This only took like 2 tries as Scout. I don't know why his hands are so much stronger now. Have I killed Benny so many times that his hands are now in a permanent state of rigor mortis wrapped around his gun? That would explain why he just squeezes the trigger against me and I die over and over again. Well, several attempts later, I do manage to finally shoot the gun out of his hands, and upon picking it up, I show him a bit of southern hospitality by giving his bullets back to him. I'm keeping the gun though. Well, in any case, House is pleased with my results, which is good since he's who I'm going to be helping this run. And after doing the classic New Vegas 450 experience in less than a minute quest, now he wants me to go to the fort. But I've got my own agenda. First things first, eggs for segs. As always, I multitask Hildern's quest in Vault 22 with fetching the eggs for Red Lucy, but as I'm in the middle of this, I suddenly have a revelation. Wait. How am I gonna finish this one? Yeah, flashing back to the heavy video, I was not able to ignite the gas on the bottom floor without killing myself due to only having access to bullet weapons rather than any timed explosives or anything like that. Well, Engie's in a pretty similar boat, but it's worth a try at least. Ooh. No words. Not even gonna bother. Why the fuck did it work that time? This is... Did Heavy kill that woman for nothing? Anyway, with all that taken care of, I can turn in the quest, get paid mad money, turn in the eggs, and go fight the Wind Brahmin Nightkin for another kill on my Power Fist. Oh, fuck! Eddie killed him! Oh, that's not what I wanted. This stolen kill would have massive ramifications later on. Well, Rad Scorpions are next on Red Lucy's list, and I can't let Scout's mom down. Also, you might be wondering why Demo Man didn't have sex with Scout's mom. It was mostly because that playthrough had gone on for long enough and I wasted so much time waiting around for assassins that I kinda just wanted to be done. Anyway, since I'm in the area, I head over to Sloan to atone for my sins there, kill some of the local Deathclaws for the Pro Hunter challenge, and most importantly, to get punching some super mutants on Black Mountain. The Deathclaws themselves weren't really the problem, surprisingly. It's actually once again Eddie stealing my kills. The Silence 22 has terrible damage, so the Deathclaws need to be at incredibly low health for this to kill them, and in that time, they're usually stuck to the ground due to the and stay back stun. What this means is that Eddie usually gets the kill before I get the chance to. Though out of the 3 Deathclaws I do kill, I managed to get 1 with the pistol, leaving 4 to go. Black Mountain does go a bit better. The super mutants here are tough and do put up quite the fight, and Eddie continues to be as much of a help as he is a hindrance, drawing fire and whittling them down, and also stealing my kills. But even with all that said, I'm still able to get 14 out of 15 kills on my Power Fist as I scale the mountain. 1 more to go. But going through Tabitha's stuff, I end up repairing her robot. I am an engineer after all, and the 2 reunite and go on their merry way. She's the last super mutant on this mountain, and I can't bring myself to kill her. it's not honorable. I'll get more chances, but this still sucks. If Eddie hadn't stolen the damn Wind Brahmin kill, I'd be done. Well, I make sure to free Raoul and then get back to Deathclaw Pro Hunter. If I can't finish the Mutant Challenge, then by God, I'll finish the Deathclaw one. And Eddie, listen, I love Eddie, right? He's great. He's probably my favorite companion in New Vegas. Doing this challenge with him made me hate him a little bit. When he wasn't drawing the aggro of 4 Deathclaws at once to rush me down and turn me into mashed potatoes, he was stealing kill after kill after kill. And yes, I know I could make him stay behind, but he is the gimmick of the run, and working around the hindrances that he caused seemed like it should be part of the challenge. Except for with Benny, because that's something I could permanently softlock myself out of if I screw up. For as many hindrance as he causes, I am still able to get a few kills. And in the middle of all this, he gets a call from the Brotherhood, who have taken interest in him. I'll follow up on that once all these Deathclaws are dead. We're getting through them at a decent rate, but by the time the alpha male is dead, which in itself was not an easy process and had a close call in there, we only have 3 out of 5 killed with our pistol. Luckily, on the cliff above the mother Deathclaw, she ends up giving me so much trouble after these 2 die that I'm able to try with them over and over again. It's a frustrating process, but it's getting the job done in terms of grinding this shit out. While it works for one quickly enough, even Eddie being knocked out cold doesn't end up stopping our old nemesis from rearing its ugly head. Lack of pistol ammo. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Well, after all of that, and even more, I finally managed to get the last kill and secure this challenge. And just to finish things off and avenge Chomps once and for all, I take out the Mother Deathclaw too. Now I can go to the Brotherhood guys. Oh, they're dead. That's cool because it was actually the followers I wanted to talk to about upgrading anyway. And not just because being on the house route means I have to kill all the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood will upgrade Eddie to have higher health and better armor, while the followers will give him more firepower with a stronger laser. This was a tough call since when you upgrade a sentry, its firepower and health both get upgraded, so I made the call to go for more damage. After all, you don't solve problems with more health, you solve them with more gun. And once I drop him off at the followers, he'll be out of commission for a few days, so I decide to spend those few days in where else but Old World Blues. What can I say, I was seduced by all the science. Besides, once I beat this DLC, I'll get the Big Mountain Transportal Ponder, and that's as good of a teleporter as I'm gonna get. Not to mention the strength upgrade I'll get from the reinforced spine perk. Well, I listened to the Brain Boys talk about the penises on my extremities, and then I listened to them talk even more about their dumb brain problems that they only have because their brains are dumb and stupid. Out in the big empty Big Mountain, the Thompson does a fair job of keeping the baddies at bay, but the real new toy is the Saturnite Power Fist. This thing is pretty damn fast. We can go faster though. Not everything can be punched though, and some guys end up giving me trouble, but it's nothing I can't handle. Except for when I can't and they kill me. But that's fine, because now I can superheat my Power Fist and give myself the Spicy Gunslinger, and I test it out in the local residence. It's a good thing I have this now, since my guns selectively don't feel like listening to me. I am clicking right now, by the way. Hello? Gun machine broke. Okay, I have never seen this glitch before. Which is weird to say about Fallout New Vegas, but it is true in this situation. Is that my first time becoming addicted to a drug? Okay, cool. Joshua Graham's gun never fails me. Either that lobotomy did a lot more damage than I thought, or my guns have also been lobotomized. And while I don't have Eddie, I can at least construct myself a robot dog companion. This'll do for now. Luckily, my new dog friend knows exactly when to go all ATF on everyone, and when to go mega ATF on a really big dog. Unfortunately, the ATF doesn't have a handbook on what to do in the event of a Robo-Scorpion attack, and my dog sadly perishes. No! The evil Dr. Morbius will pay. Oh, get him, Night Stalker, get him. Fuck him up. Yeah, go. Go my minions. Yes, do my bidding. Okay, now you die. Oh yeah, I should go to Muggy. Muggy! What's up, my mugga? Well, once that's done, I upgrade all the robots in the sink and go fight the hardest enemy in the entire game. There it is. The legendary Bloatfly. Wow, that was really easy. I don't know what you guys were talking about. That really wasn't hard at all. Okay, so once we find the actual legendary bloatfly, we stun it with and stay back and then punch it to death. It was actually kind of easy. But if it's not easy for us, then it's really easy for the fly. Trust me on this one. The beautiful beatdown perk, fuck yeah. The beautiful beatdown, and you can't smell your own knees! After that, using the power of science, I hatch a plan to infiltrate the Forbidden Zone and fight the giant enemy Rad Scorpion. And then I die to the giant enemy Rad Scorpion. But that's when I realized I was going about this all wrong. I needed more gun. So I summoned my army of robots to do my scientific bidding and destroy the Scorpion for me. Now it's time to confront the asshole who sent the Scorpions who killed my beloved dog. Oh. You know what? Let's try reasoning him with it. How much did I really like that dog anyway? Well, it turns out the evil Dr. Morbius is actually a great guy. And using the power of my brain, I brain my brain back into my brain. Then with my brain back in my brain, I trick the brains into remaining there forever so I can leave. Then once again sit through the longest credits ever and teleport out of there to get my boy back. I missed you, Eddie. Yeah. What? Dig it, yeah. But now we've got unfinished business with those eggs, so we need to go into Fire Gecko territory. Clearing them all out with my 45 isn't too hard, and I'm able to bring the eggs back to Lucy. On the way to get Night Stalker eggs, I run into another quarry full of Deathclaws, and while our newly upgraded companion and the Pomson do pretty well, they don't do well enough to save me. Maybe I need a bit more firepower. It's bugged, isn't it? It's bugged. Of course it is. Of course it is. Of course it's bugged. I got to fire the Sea Finder one time. One fucking time. Maybe that's how you nerf the Wrangler in TF2. Well, whatever. The Pomson will do the rest of the job just fine. Bloom. Blang. Wow. That's right. You're limping now. Now, not only are you blind and crippled, but you're also stinky. The Bloodborne on PC any day now cave full of Night Stalkers is honestly not that bad. And more importantly, it's also full of fucking cash! On the way to get Cazador eggs, I stop by the Khan's Armorer and spend like 15 minutes crafting ammo that I can get from the Handloader perk. Seriously, this perk is actually awesome. The different kinds of ammo you can get that just jack up your damage are insane. They're coming straight towards me! Well, hi there. And I put the ammo I bought and crafted to good use against the Cazadors. But I'm not sure if the ammo is doing quite as much as Eddie's aggro drawing. See, this is another reason why I tend to avoid companions. They draw aggro so hard that they can make encounters like these a bit too easy. But that is one of the draws of playing Engineer after all, so it's part of the playthrough. Doesn't really matter since in the end it helps me get the Cazador eggs, and now I can just waltz into Quarry Junction and get the eggs left there now that it's empty. Is what I would say if I was some kind of fucking pussy, but I'm a real Texan, and I ain't rest until all the Deathclaws in Deadwind Cavern are dead as the wind in the cavern. Most of the cave actually doesn't give me all that much trouble. Eddie does a great job at body blocking the Deathclaw so they can't reach me, and the legendary Deathclaw is the one who ends up giving me the most trouble. But even he eventually falls to me and my sentry gun. With that, it's time to do the sex thing, with all the noises and impressions that come with that. Erecting a erection. Woo-wee. Bam! Bang! Pow! Erecting a bat! With Dinner Bell acquired, I decide I don't have enough money actually and sell a Fat Man I found and repaired, and use some of that money to go buy some implants. Now I feel as good a time as any to actually do what House wants me to do, and go over to the fort. And on the way I kill some ghouls with Maria for that challenge. Once I get there, even Caesar rubs it in my face that the Sea Finder isn't working anymore. Activating the Securitron army isn't all that hard after I hack the robots to do my bidding, and I can continue on with my challenges. Starting with that damn mutant punching one. Well, it's been a little while since Black Mountain. Let's head over there and kill the mutants now that they've respawned. Okay, that's a lot of muties. That's... Okay, Jacobstown it is. Now that I've spontaneously decided to try Jacobstown instead for no particular reason, I make friends with the friendly muties and wipe out all the wannabe spy Night Stalkers so Dr. Doctorson can do his doctor science. Once Keen and his buddies come in, I could actually talk them down if I wanted to, but I don't want to, they're mean. Another challenge done. All that's left is to kill the rest of the ghouls with Maria, and then the president. There. First things first though, I'd like to get acquainted with the Brotherhood, and I actually intend on doing their questline this time instead of murdering them all the instant I see them. Upon exploring around their hideout though, I do happen upon something a little disheartening. So, what we got? Black Rock Cave. This cave is buying up all the houses in America. We gotta put a stop to that. Oh, for fuck's sake. I didn't even have to kill those guys. They were here. They're here. Those poor, stupid, hideous muties. Dying for nothing. Oh well, I ain't losing sleep over it. The Brotherhood captured me and get me to do their dirty work against Dobson. But I let him know that his chances of survival will inflate if he skedaddles, and so he does. Now Yuri Lowenthal wants me to go and find all the dead Brotherhood dudes. And while I found a couple of them, the last one I need to find is over by the Boomers. Well, House's next task for me is that he wants me to go over there anyway, so hey, let's multitask. The Boomers are as hospitable as ever, and once I get started working for them, I make myself hospitalable. And then I listen to the twerp talk about his garbage which lasts for 1,000,000 years. Now let's make our ray over to the away. Let's make some gay. And once the solar panels are fixed, I put the ant discombobulator on the doohickey and explode all the ants' brains, earning the Boomers' loyalty. Oh, that's why he's named that. Then it's just a matter of swimming down to raise the plane, and with that done and the dead guys found, both of our goals are completed. Going back to the Brotherhood, I decide that it's not the bomb collar they put on me that makes you want to kill them all. It's this stupid computer virus bullshit that is the least fun thing ever. But it's all worth it as I go to the Brotherhood vendor and buy Greased Lightning. Probably the most fun unarmed weapon in the entire game. Well, now they want me to go check out the Brotherhood patrols, so I get a chance to use it on everything I see, which is just great. Once that's done, they want me to go check for some crap in the vaults around the Wasteland. This does mean going back to Vault 22, when I hoped I did everything I needed there my first time around, but oh well. You're still here? And she got something better to do? She has to smoke all the weed in this vault. No, ghoul lady, don't go into the weed vault. Oh my god. This vault is full of blunt and smoking. Okay, I saw I hate end there, and I was just like, wait a second. Wait a second. The next vault is honestly not really a problem at all, but it's the vault full of fiends where the fun really begins. Oh my god. No, it is not enough that the Greased Lightning Power Fist attacks far faster than any pneumatic gauntlet has any right to attack. It's also a funny ragdoll generator. Do you see why I made a war paint based on this thing? Well, I punch all the fiends to death and get the garbage I need, so now Yuri Lowenthal is pleased with me. I go over to House next, and he wants me to deal with the Omertas. Oh yeah, I guess I didn't senselessly slaughter them all this time around. Oh well, I can take care of that. Did you just fucking point at me? Are you about to like dedicate a song to me?
Hey, I'll take care of them when you're ready. Just say the word. I suggest doing it while they're talking.
Let's have some words.
Okay. Okay, I got them while they were talking. After that's done, he wants me to kill off everyone in the Brotherhood. After that fucking virus mission, gladly. Well, time to get punching. Howdy, howdy.
There you are. A few of us wanted to thank you for being such a good friend to the Brotherhood, so we've set aside some of our recycled energy cells. We'll leave a few of them in that footlocker in the corner every so often. You bastard!
The timing could not have been better. Oh my god, maybe I should have stayed friends with them. Oh well. This is unquestionably my easiest time dealing with the Brotherhood. Not only is their guard down around me since they trust me, but my high science lets me hack the terminal and turn their sentry guns on them. And of course, to top it all off, Greased Lightning is just a thing of beauty and punches through them all like tissue paper. Why are you blocking me? Stop blocking me. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. House is pleased with my progress and wants me to help out Kimball not get assassinated. But I have other plans. Lots of other plans. Just say what I'm gonna do to the president very loudly into the speaker. Well, I would, but you know, it's actually illegal for you to say, I'm going to kill the president. It's illegal. It's one of the few sentences that you're not allowed to say. Now, I'm allowed to say it because I'm informing you that you're not allowed to say, I really, really want to shoot the president. Because, you know, that's illegal. You're not allowed to say that. On the way over to the divide, I see a bunch of feral ghouls and take some pot shots at them with Maria to complete my second to last challenge. Now is as good a time as any to head into the Lonesome Road. I walk this lonesome road, the only road that is the Lonesome Road. Once we get the new Eddie, we use the Paladin Toaster against all the big scary robots, and even though this thing does extra damage to power armor, I'm kinda glad I didn't use it against the Brotherhood, because it's a bit like the Dragon's Fury in that it flashbangs you every single time you use it. Except worse. A lot worse. Well, the robots still fall and Ulysses yammers on for a few hours before letting me continue on my merry way. We managed to find a couple of the upgrade units we need for Eddie during this time, and the marked men give us plenty of opportunities to try out all of our very fun new toys. Yes. Who else? Who else? Please more. More. There has to be more. Even the tunnelers aren't all that bad at this point. As always, the biggest challenge in Lonesome Road is how much Ulysses loves the sound of his own voice. Okay, and also that Deathclaw. Also the satchel charges. Hello! Bonesaw, that was my nickname in high school. A construction hat. I didn't have to kill Chomps Lewis for his. On the sobering note that I killed an innocent man for nothing, I also launched a nuclear missile, killing who knows how many more innocent people. Now it's time for the funny elevator. I give the industrial hand a bit of a try here. I know it's a bit of a stretch, but it is basically the gunslinger's taunt kill, so it's good in my book. Another eyebot upgrade leads us to even more tunnelers, but the tried and true grease lightning does them all in. Ulysses continues his yapping, and after fighting some pretty nasty marked men, we find the last two eyebot upgrades, finally upgrading Eddie to level 3. It's been a long journey, but it's been worth. Ulysses just steals him from me. Okay, he dies. Eddie not being around to soak up damage and draw aggro also means these Deathclaws are a lot more dangerous. Rar isn't nearly as bad though, for some reason. After all that, I break into Ulysses' temple and break my boy out of his tube. We're finishing this together. Now, unlike the Demo Man playthrough, Ulysses really puts up a fight here. My damage output with the Thompson is just not strong enough to break through his constant healing with the medical eyebots like it was for Demo with the APW. I can't even rely on Eddie to help pump damage into him because he takes so long to kill that marked men start showing up and drawing away his fire. I make fun of Ulysses for his constant yammering, but he talks the talk where it counts. Even the tried and true grease lightning doesn't quite cut it against him and his freedom staff. In fact, he kicks my ass quite a few times until I disable his eyebots from the console, allowing me to finally have an even fight with him. And it's a long fight, but one I eventually come out on top of. And for good measure, I launch the nukes at the Legion. That's for asking me to kill Mr. House, baldy. Oh wait, I'm bald. As a little reward for myself, I buy a riot shotgun. I feel like I've waited long enough, and God knows I'm going to need it for what's coming up. Remember, no Californians. Let's go! No survivors, Eddie. Don't worry, Eddie, they're just Californians. They're not people like you and me. House isn't very happy with all the horrible slaughter I've caused, but you know what? I think I did a pretty good job. Well, with that out of the way, the only thing left to do is turn all of the NCR troops outside of the El Dorado substation into funny ragdolls, and then turn that son of a bitch on. Now all that's left to do is head on over to the Battle of Hoover Dam. As usual, it's a bloodbath. A full frontal assault won't cut it, and I need to be sneaky taking pot shots with the Thompson, which has surprisingly served me quite well even up until the very end of the game here. Good job, Thompson. The Legionaries are definitely the tougher enemies. Even with one of the best guns in the game, it still takes quite a lot to bring them down. Once I get inside and start fighting the NCR, they're a joke in comparison. I've managed to get a 2 for 1 of these armored troops with my shotgun. But with them out of the way, I hook House up to the mainframe and get back into the fight. And level 3 Eddie ends up ripping through people, leaving them with basically nothing by the time I start shooting. I almost wish I fully upgraded him as soon as I could have. The guards in Lanius' camp are chumps and can't do shit. And then it's down to Lanius himself. As is the custom, I do fuckloads of drugs. The Lanius fight, it's pretty messy. I get swarmed and Lanius runs off in the middle of it all, but I'm eventually able to keep on his tail and punch him down with grease lightning. Unfortunately, Eddie goes down in the fight, and I'm not confronting the NCR until he gets back up. And there's one legionary left to kill. While my health is full at this point, This one guy who is apparently second in line for being the fucking legate brings me down to almost nothing before I'm able to kill him. Unsurprisingly, with this last minute health nerf, the NCR blow right through me. It's nothing a bit of blue juice can't fix though, as the extra DT and health is enough to spare me from their bullets. And I talk to House, proving that I can beat Fallout New Vegas as the Engineer. Well, aside from a couple of hiccups like the Seafinder bugging out, which is basically as good as New Vegas functioning as intended with how buggy that thing is, this was definitely one of the smoother runs so far. The biggest roadblocks were the self-imposed GRA challenges due to Eddie's interference, but he was also probably my favorite part of this whole run. Okay, maybe second favorite. The Grease Lightning Ragdolls are top-notch comedy. This was also a very long run, which is why this video took so much longer to make than the other ones. I hope it was worth the wait though, and I hope you'll see me for the next videos in this series. Until next time. Get knocked down, and then get up again, and then get knocked down again, and then get up again. You're never gonna get knocked up again. You're never gonna get knocked down.